In this video, we will introduce how to assign individual grades. If you have any questions, email support@labarchives.com. Let's begin in the instructor's notebook, where the instructor is putting together an assignment that they will be sharing with the students in the course. In this example, we'll just ask the students to demonstrate that they know how to annotate an image. And here's the image that they're going to be annotating. And so the next step for the instructor is to place an assignment entry on this page, and following the best practice for the instructor, let's go ahead and insert the assignment entry at the top of the page. For the assignment number, let's just put a number 1 in here since this is the first time this is going to be in this notebook. Let's give it a name. This will be a gel annotation assignment, and let's give them 10 points for doing so. And then save to page. Now that our assignment is in place, let's get over to the course manager, and let's send that assignment over to the students by updating the student notebooks. One thing that we need to note here is this option here. By default, for a new course, this is checked. And what this does is it locks the student's assignment page when the assignment is submitted. What this means is when the student submits their work for grading, that whole page is locked, preventing any further modifications to that page. The instructor has an option. When they get around to grading that assignment, they can either assign a grade at that moment, or if they see that something's missing, they can reassign it back to the student. And when that happens, the page in the student's notebook is unlocked. The student can do whatever modifications are required, and then they can resubmit. And then when they resubmit, the page is locked once again. Let's get over to the student notebooks, and let's have the students submit their work, and we'll see what, from the student's perspective, what they need to do. Here we are in Lois Lane's notebook, and following the directions by the instructor, she demonstrated that she knows how to annotate her gel image, and now it's time for her to submit back to the instructor. And so what the students will need to do is just come up here to the top of their screen where the assignment entry is. They click on Update and Submit. And now they're given the opportunity to submit, and so they're given a warning that they'll no longer be able to edit the page, and so they'll click Submit. And here's another little warning to do so. So Submit. And now that has been sent back to the instructor for grading. Now let's go ahead and take care of the other students, and we'll see how that works. Back in the instructor's course manager section, we can see that all the students have successfully submitted their work for grading. So now from the instructor's perspective, let's see what the options are here. Let's open up Clark Kent's notebook and take a look and see what he did. And clearly he knows how to annotate an image, so let's go ahead and assign a grade. Now here, the instructor is automatically in the edit mode once they've entered into a student notebook. So here, it's a best out of 10, so let's give Clark did an 8 out of 10, and now we can assign the grade. Using our navigation toolbar, let's go ahead over to Lois Lane and see how she did. We see that she was able to annotate the image, and let's give Lois a 9 out of 10. Let's assign the grade. And then lastly, let's get over to Jimmy Olsen and let's see what Jimmy did. Jimmy knows how to do it as well, but he only put a rectangle around one impurity there. So let's give Jimmy a 7. Now, If we wanted to reassign this assignment back to the student so they could make some modifications, then we would click reassign to the student. And in so doing, that would unlock the page in Jimmy Olson's notebook, enabling him to make changes. And then once he resubmits, it would relock that page. So let's assign the grade of 7 to Jimmy. And now let's return back to the course manager and let's do a quick refresh. And let's take a look at that grades report that got generated in the background. I'll go ahead and hide my graders so we clean this up a little bit. And there are the grades that got assigned to each individual student. That concludes this presentation on how to assign individual grades. If you have any questions, please send an email to support@labarchives.com.